majestic Cascade Mountains to golden grassland plateaus and the picturesque Puget Sound, Washington State is blessed with immense natural beauty. Equally, the state's urban centers combine cutting-edge commerce with diverse art and culture, making for a rich and inviting living experience. Ensuring a balance between people and nature for the benefit of both is the mission of the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trust.
The Mountains to Sound Greenway starts at Puget Sound and it extends out over 100 miles to the east. And it encompasses the beautiful natural areas where you can go for a week and not see anyone at all. And also the closer in hiking trails where just 20 minutes from here in downtown Bellevue, you can be out on a trail.
It features a world-class regional trail system that is used by pedestrians and cyclists alike for both recreational and commuting purposes.
The Mountains to Sound Greenway Trail is part of our world-class trail system in Western Washington. We hope to have in all of Washington, that makes it possible for people to travel from where they are to where they want to go, whether they're doing recreational rides or riding for utilitarian purposes or commuting to work.
The backbone of the Greenway's regional trail system is the Interstate 90 corridor. This corridor is the first interstate in the country to be designated as a national scenic byway.
The organization of the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trust is so key in pulling together all of the interests, the businesses, the communities, the government, state and federal and local agencies that are all aimed at preserving and conserving the corridor for the future for our children and our citizens.
In the City of Bellevue, a 3.6-mile-long segment of this backbone has significant gaps and barriers to its use in the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trail.
WashDOT has a long history of working with the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trust on projects that enhance the corridor. This particular gap in the Eastgate Trail is a project that we're focusing on with the City of Bellevue, with our WashDOT region and the Trust to make sure that we can squeeze in a piece of the trail that works very closely alongside Interstate 90 but is separated, and helps provide more continuity for bikers, walkers, and recreational enthusiasts. So this is a good project.
The missing link begins near the I-90 I-405 interchange at Factoria Boulevard and runs through the Eastgate neighborhood to the eastern city limits.
This is a long desired gap for us to fill, to be able to traverse from the Sound and get onto that backbone trail that goes all the way to the Idaho border.
Completing the trail through the Eastgate Gap is an important goal for both the Greenway Trust and the City of Bellevue. The Eastgate commercial area along Interstate 90 is one of 5 major employment centers in Bellevue, representing approximately 18% of the city's total workforce. It is also an important hub for higher education, a crucial transportation corridor, and a center for neighborhood services for nearby residential areas.
On behalf of Microsoft, I want to express how important this project is and the great collaboration that the City of Bellevue, Department of Transportation, and the Mountain to Sound Greenway organization have had in bringing this project to fruition. For us as a company, we have facilities all throughout the region. We have facilities in Eastgate in our Advana complex. We have several thousand employees there. Many of them cycle throughout the region as they do in our main campus. So getting this project over the finish line in terms of funding and support is really critical from a corporate standpoint as well as a community standpoint.
In 2011, the city provided $40,000 in matching funds to help the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trust obtain an FHWA Scenic Byways grant. The grant funded the feasibility analysis and design of the trail. Through an outreach bike ride and public open houses, the various alternative alignments were examined and the preferred option was chosen.
So this is a very exciting, very important project for Bellevue and the region as a whole. We're committed to continuing to work with our project partners to advance the design and complete the construction of this project.
The trail study was completed in December 2012 with involvement from various stakeholders, including the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trust, the Washington State Department of Transportation, King County, nearby businesses, and trail users.
So let me tell you about the hallmarks of the trail design. The first aspect of this is that the trail will be constructed within existing right-of-way that is owned by the City of Bellevue and the Washington State Department of Transportation. The second piece of this is that the trail is designed in such a way that it is continuous and it also separates out pedestrian traffic and bicycle traffic from vehicle traffic.
There will be flyover bridges at the I-90 150th Avenue Southeast interchange and along I-90 at Factoria Boulevard. These elevated portions of the trail will provide safe, direct links over busy intersections. Aesthetically pleasing railings and barriers will protect the users of the trail. Natural drainage practices, such as the use of rain gardens, bioretention areas, and pervious asphalt, will help reduce stormwater impact and provide for a healthier ecosystem. Street signs and trail markers will guide pedestrians and cyclists to the Mountains to Sound Greenway Trail.
The final element of this design also includes urban design elements. This will create a certain character to the trail and also make the experience more pleasant for the users.
Planter strips, planted medians, and efficient lighting will increase the visual appeal of the trail, enhance safety, and improve environmental and public health. Trail furniture such as benches and bicycle racks will provide opportunities to relax along the way.
So we finished the conceptual design and we finished some of the design details, and now we're ready to move forward with the final design and construction.
The design of the trail to close the Eastgate Gap is enthusiastically supported by area businesses and the public and is now well underway.
And gosh, if we could fill that gap, we just know people would use that for all those different reasons, both recreational bicyclists like myself again, or pedestrians, moms out with strollers, and also Bellevue residents using it.
The work that's been done by the city and Mountain to Sound Greenways and the Department of Transportation to both promote and help get this funded is really critical to our employees and certainly the region as a whole. And we wholeheartedly support the efforts by all of those agencies to move this project forward.
Completing the trail in the Eastgate Gap is a priority for the City of Bellevue and the Mountain Sound Greenway Trust. We've worked closely with our partners and adjacent residents and the cycling community. We have a vision, and what we need now is the funding to take it to the next step and get it built.
The important next step for the project as it's in design is to find money to construct this portion of the trail. Bit by bit, this trail which has gaps, is being closed by individual projects. The Eastgate part of the trail, the link that we're trying to close now, is snugged up against the Interstate 90 right-of-way, and WashDOT's been working closely to make sure that that happens. Now it's time to construct the project. We're very close, and this is our opportunity to get something done together.
So there have been many people and organizations working on closing these gaps for a long time. It's time to fill those gaps. It's time to get it done. It's time to find the money so people have the choices to move the way they want to move. Let's get it done.
Now is the time to close this gap. In Bellevue, we have an opportunity to build a critical link in this trail system for both transportation and recreation, which will improve the quality of life for residents and visitors alike.